Okay, so now let us continue with our derivation. So we have looked into the expression of P gen 2. Now let us look in more detail what is P7A. So P7A would be, so if we just keep on actually expanding it, so when L is equal to A and let's say J is equal to 7, so it will be V7A into V7A, because we are taking J is equal to 7 and L is equal to A. So it is V7A into V7A, so that is V7A square. Y7 7AA, then cosine theta 7A minus theta 7A, so then therefore this will cancel out and it will be minus alpha 77AA. Now basically cosine alpha 77AA is nothing but G77AA. So then it would be V7A square G77AA. So then P7A would be is equal to V7A square G77AA, right, plus then all the other. So let's say V7A, then let's say V2A, Y72AA. So here in this case I have taken J is equal to 2 and L is equal to A, then cosine theta 7A minus theta 2A minus alpha 72AA, then V7A, V2B, what you have taken, J is equal to 2 and L is equal to B, Y72AB cosine theta 7A minus theta 2B minus alpha 72AB plus V7A V2C, what we have taken, J is equal to 2, L is equal to C, Y72AC cosine theta 7A minus theta 2C C minus alpha 72AC, right. So now we have already taken J is equal to 7 and L is equal to A. Now let us take J is equal to 7, L is equal to B. So it is V7A, V7B, then Y77AB cosine theta 7A minus theta 7B minus alpha 77AB, and then the last one is V7A, V7C, Y77AC cosine AC, right. So this would be the expression of P7A. Now please note, bus 7 is the internal bus. Because bus 7 is the internal bus, we have these following relations, that V7A is equal to V7B is equal to V7C. We call it V internal 2. Why we call it B internal 2? Because bus 7 is the internal bus of bus original bus 2, so we call it, so it is V7 is equal to V7B is equal to V7C. Because this is balanced, it is V internal 2. And we also say that theta 7A is equal to theta internal 2, theta 7B is equal to theta internal 2 minus 2 pi by 3, and theta 7C is equal to theta internal 2 plus 2 pi by 3. So these are the relations. So we have to use these relations also. All right, we have to use these relations. Now if I use these relations, so what do I get? So it is V internal 2 whole square. So P7A is nothing but, so P7A is nothing but, so that means P7A is V internal 2 whole square G77AA, right, plus V7A, 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 everywhere there is V7A, so I take V internal 2 as the common, right? So V internal 2 as the common, so V internal 2 into V2A, so it is V internal 2 into V2A cosine theta internal 2 minus theta 2A minus alpha 7 to AA. So theta 2A minus alpha 7 to AA, right, plus V internal 2 V2B. There is one thing missing here. V internal 2 V2A Y7 to AA. This also would be there. Y7 to AA, right? Then Y7 to BB. Then Y7 to AB. Then cosine theta internal 2 theta 2B minus alpha 7 to AB plus B internal 2 V2C Y7 to AC cosine theta internal 2 minus theta 2C minus alpha 7 to AC, right, plus, so this would be V7A into V7B, so it is V internal 2 whole square Y77AB, right, so it is V internal 2 whole square B internal 2 whole square Y77AB, then cosine now theta 7A minus theta 7B, right. So theta 7A minus theta 7B would be 2 pi by 3. So it is 2 pi by 3 minus alpha 77AB. So it is cosine 2 pi by 3 minus alpha 77AB, right, plus this one would be V internal to whole square Y77AC and theta 7A minus theta 7C. Theta 7A minus theta 7 is minus 2 pi by 3. So it is, so V internal to whole square V internal to whole square Y77AC cosine minus 2 pi by 3 minus alpha 77 AC. This would be the case, right? So this would be the expression. So these are, so basically this is in terms of all the variables of our interest, correct? So then therefore in general if I say, so then therefore in general if I say what is P7A? P7A, so P n plus I a. Please note P7 is nothing but 5 plus 2, right? N is 5 and I is 2. So P n plus I a. So it would be V internal I whole square, right? Then G 7 is n plus I a, right? Plus V internal I, then V2A. Now what is V2A? V2A is V I a, then Y n plus I a cosine theta internal I minus theta I a minus alpha n plus I a. So this is for the first term, correct? Plus V internal I, then V I b y n plus I a b, then cosine theta internal I minus theta I b minus alpha n plus I a b, correct? Plus V internal I, then V I c y n plus I a c cosine theta internal I minus theta I c minus alpha n plus I a c. So this is up to this. Then plus V internal I whole square y n plus I a b cosine 2 pi by 3 minus alpha n plus I a b, then plus V internal I whole square y n plus I a c cosine of minus 2 pi by 3 minus alpha n plus I a c. So this is the, in general, the expression of P7 P n plus I a, right? Now you see, when we are looking at say J9, we said that J9. So J9 is, we said that del P gen by del theta. So the general term is, del P gen I divided by del theta j L, right? I varies from 2 to m and j varies from 1 to n and L varies from ABC. So what are the variations? I varies from 2 to m, j varies from 1 to n, and L varies from A, B, C. Right? So then now del P gen I by del theta j L would be actually is equal to del P gen I is n plus I A by del theta j L plus del P n plus I B by del theta j L plus del P n plus I C by del theta j L. Why? As P gen I is equal to P n plus I A plus P n plus I B plus P n plus I C. Correct? So that's what we have said, that P gen I is equal to, for example, P gen 2 is actually nothing but the real power injection at the internal bus, that is bus 7A, bus 7B, bus 7C. So then therefore del Pn plus Ia by del theta jl. So you see here in this case only the terminal bus. So then therefore here essentially basically the now for bus I essentially that is the terminal bus and n plus ith bus is the internal bus, right. So when we are taking the derivative with respect to theta jl, you see here only j is equal to I will exist, right. Only you see only basically j is equal to I will exist. So here what I have got? I have got only theta ia, theta ib and theta ic, right. Nothing else will exist. For any other j it will be 0 because it does not exist, right. So then therefore del p n plus ia by del theta j l is 0. So then therefore then we can say that del p n plus I a by del theta j l is 0 for j not equal to I. You see, right. For j not equal to I, it will be all 0, correct. So when only j is equal to I, it will be non-zero, but when j is equal to not equal to I, it will be 0, right. Because for any other I, for example, here in this case I is equal to 2, so only 2 exist, but 1 does not exist, 3 does not exist, nothing exists, right. So it will be 0 for j not equal to I, correct. And it will only exist only the terms which will be existing only del p n plus I a by del theta I a del p n plus I a by del theta I b and del p n plus I a by del theta I c. Only these three terms will exist, right. Only these terms will exist. Now for example, what would be the expression of del p n plus I a by del theta I a? For example, we can simply find out. So it will be v internal I v I a. So it is v internal I v internal I v I a yn plus I yn plus I AA n plus I AA. Cosine is minus sign, minus 1, so it is sine, then it would be theta internal I minus theta IA, theta internal I minus theta IA minus alpha n plus I AA, alpha n plus I AA, right? They do exist. So similarly this, so this one would be V internal I VIB yn plus IAB, then it is sine, so it will be V internal I VIB yn plus IAB sine theta internal I minus theta I B minus alpha n plus I A B, right, and V internal I V I C. You see, this is a very structured, I mean it goes very simple way. VIC yn plus IAC plus IIAC sine theta internal I minus theta IC minus alpha n plus IAC. Only this would be non-zero. Right? Similarly, so this is the case. Similarly for J10, so this is the case for P7A, right? Similarly, we can write down the expression for P7B by using this. We can also write down the expression for P7C, right? Now let us see for J10 what will happen. For J10 only exist, right? So by this, similarly we can write down similarly del P n plus I B by del theta J L and del P n plus I B by del theta J L can be derived, right? So this I am putting as your homework. So this is homework. Right? Now let us look at what is J10. What is J10? J10 is del P gen by del V. Right? J10 is del P gen by del V. J10 is del P gen by del V. Right? So general term, is del P gen I by del V J L. Again here I is 2 to m, j is 1 to n, L is A, B, C. Now, so then therefore, thus J10 general term is del P gen I by del V J L. That means it will be del Pn plus I A by del V J L plus del Pn plus I B by del V J L plus del Pn plus I C by del V J L. Right? Now here only the expressions of VIA, VIB and VIC exist, right? No other terminal voltage terms exist. So then therefore here also I can say that for del Pn plus I A by del VJL, right, this would be is equal to 0 for J not equal to I. So for any J not equal to I, it would be 0. What would be only acceptable? We have got del Pn plus IA by del VIA, that is del VIA. So it would be del VIA, you see, so it will be just this, del VIB would be just this, del VIC would be just this. So so it is V into I, Yn plus IAA, so it would be V into I Yn plus IAA cosine theta internal I minus theta IA minus alpha n plus IIA minus theta IA minus alpha plus IAA. Right. Similarly, del Pn plus Ib, del Pn plus Ia by del VIB, that would be is equal to V internal I Yn plus IB cosine theta internal I minus theta IB minus alpha n plus I AB minus alpha n plus I AB and del Pn plus Ia del VIC is equal to V internal I Yn plus IAC cosine theta internal I minus theta IC minus alpha n plus IAC. Correct? So these would be the expressions. So if I combine these three expressions in general, so only these three terms. So then therefore if I combine this in combination, so that means I can say simply that del Pn plus Ia by del VIL is equal to, it is simply V internal I y n plus I a l, then cosine theta internal I minus theta I L minus alpha n plus I A L. So these would be the expression where L is A, B, C. Right. So for any j not equal to I, it is 0, and only for j is equal to I it exists, and for any phase it is given by this. Correct. Here also we can write down the general expression from here. So what would be the general expression from here? In general, so that means in general I can say, that del p n plus I a by del theta I L. So that would be is equal to V internal I V I L, then y n plus I A L, right, then sine into sine theta internal I minus theta I L minus alpha n plus I L. So this is the standard. So then therefore del p n plus I a by del theta j l is 0 for any j not equal to I. For j is equal to I, it is actually non-zero, but when j is equal to I for any phase, this is the expression, right. So V internal I into VIL, correct. When L is equal to ABC, you see it is VIA, VIB, VIC. So L is equal to ABC, yn plus IAL. So L is equal to ABC sine theta internal I minus theta I ABC, and etc., etc. So this is the in general expression, right. So then basically similarly the general expression for del Pn plus Ib and del theta JL and del Pn plus Ib and del theta J C, sorry, it is C, C del Pn plus Ic by del theta JL can be derived. Here also we can say that it is basically essentially it will be del Pn plus Ib by del theta IL, that you need to derive, because for any other j is equal to I they would be all probability 0, but then you should be able to figure it out yourself. So this is an homework. Similarly here also, we are also giving you the homework that here also the del p n plus I b, then del v j l and del p n plus I c by del v j l, right. These derivations, those are homework. So these are also homework, right. Once you get this, when you just add them up, you get the final answer, right. So we stop here. We still have to look into the expressions for the partial derivatives with respect to the internal candidates, internal bus quantities, that we will look into the next lecture. Thank you.